Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome in and welcome back. I am currently setting up for some Vampire Survivor action. It has been a wild day. I tried to describe it to my mother today. I was like, for some reason, today was not sinking into my head. Anything I was doing was just I was going from one moment to the next. It was the weirdest day today. Um so I'm setting up for Tuesday's stream. We're still doing the canon streams. And so we beat Brave Fencer Musashi. The sequel is Samurai Legend Musashi. And I have to set up my PlayStation 2. So today, while I was talking with cast members and we were going back and forth on some pictures, I was like, okay, well, cool, I'll set up some pictures. I find some of my old pictures and I post them, and I'm like, what was I doing today? Oh, yeah, I've got to set up my PS2. So I go upstairs to try and find my PS2. It's supposed to be right where it was, and it wasn't. And I couldn't find it. I was like, where's my PS2? I go through about 3 different rooms. I find the stand, I find the controller, I find the memory card. and it wasn't even my memory card. It's like, because I bought I bought a box of like old stuff, and there was a couple of PS2 memory cards in there, and I was like, so I went and I found my Mem Card Pro 2, and I remembered that this is a wonderful piece of equipment. I'm just saying. So it uses micro SD cards for your game saves. It works as both a PS2 and a PS1 memory card. And this right here is a nice little LCD screen, and it's got, well, the Mem Card Pro 1 had a bunch of stuff displayed on it. It even recognized the mode board that was installed on my uber pimped out PS1. So while I couldn't find my PS2, I found all this other stuff, and I'm like, man, I never got this Mem Card Pro 2 to work. So I looked at it, and I was like, okay, I went to the website, downloaded the firmware, looked up problems with it and everything. I'm like, well, I still got to find my PS2. And I had settled for one of the other PS2s to hook that up, and I'm like, damn, this is not the PS2 I want to hook up. So I went back to the original room where the thing is supposed to be, and lo and behold, I forgot that it was still there, except it was under my Sega Tower of Power Genesis 32X and CD stuff. I was like, man, so here we are, half the day goes by, and I was looking for this, and I remember I put the stand and the controller somewhere. I set them down because I was looking for something else, and I couldn't find those where I put them down. Oh my god. And at a certain point, I was texting my mother, and I'm like, I'm just having just a really bad day. Just one of those days where I can't focus. I can't find anything that I'm looking for, and I find other things and I get distracted with other tasks. I'm like, maybe I should clean this room a bit more. And at a certain point, I put my phone down and I lost my phone. It was just, I was like, it's just one of those days. I'm like, I can't focus. What is going on? What is going on in the world? I don't know. So, long story short, I'm ready to stream Samurai Legend Musashi, which is the next game in the Musashi Den series, and we're going to close out the Musashi franchise, the close out the Musashi series when we go through and beat Samurai Legend Musashi, which I've actually not done before. I've played the game before, and I think I've gotten fairly far in it, but I know I haven't beaten it. I plugged in the PS2. I made sure it worked with the capture card. I booted up Samurai Legend. I was like making sure that the PS2 can still read discs, because the older these systems get, the harder it is for them to just work the way they were supposed to. And then I was like, damn, I can't focus on anything. So I took about an hour and I got on the treadmill and I was like, I'm just gonna tune out and get some, because today's a normal running day anyway, and I wasn't actually gonna run because it was getting so late in the day. I'm like, oh, I can't run. I was gonna compromise and put my automatic pedal machine underneath my table here, and you just see me like running. And so my mom's like, no, just go do it. Just get on your treadmill. All right, And when she said that, I had already decided to be on my treadmill, and this is me on my treadmill. When she's like, why don't you run on your treadmill? And I'm like, I'm already there, Mom. Just it's not a flattering picture of me, but it was just, this is what I've been dealing with all day. So 6 o'clock rolls around and I'm like, damn, I gotta get my stream started. I'm like, well, okay. I take some time out and I sit and actually just have dinner. Why rush? Because everything is gonna be there when you get to it. And the only requirement is just to make sure that I actually stream today. I mean, there was one time where I had to stream, I think it was last year. I was like, I went through the whole day and I didn't stream, and it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I gotta stream, and I jumped on there for about half an hour. So I swore I wasn't going to be that guy that said, I play from 11 p.m. through midnight to like whatever past midnight, and I say I streamed that day too. No, I went to bed, I woke up, and I streamed some more. So let's get to it, shall we? Vampire Survivors on the PS5. I went through and I changed the music on it, so if you hear different music, it's because I have the awesome pumped up music, which I think is actually a lot better than the original. Even the original is classic, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the original music. I happen to like the pumped up music better. So here we are, and with my very fresh save on the PS5, and I haven't unlocked anything that I haven't done on stream. The Xbox version of this game, I can't say this. I've unlocked a whole bunch of stuff on the Xbox. So I realized that a lot of people, like when you unlock stuff on this game, things happen, and it only happens the one time you play through the game, and the one time you unlock this certain thing, this is the one time you'll actually ever see this animation. And I thought that was kind of crappy because like, I want to go back and see when I unlocked this certain thing. It was just like, come on, and you never get to see anything like that again. So I I said, okay, I'm gonna start fresh. Even though there's a million things to unlock in this game, and there's a million hours to grind in this game. Oh, I'm only panicking softly in my head. All right, panic mode over. Let's get to work. Even though there's a million things to unlock, I hate that you can't revisit sometimes when you unlock stuff. So I decided to do nice fresh save on the PS5. I decided to do unlocks, and anything I unlock will be on stream. It's been tough to not just sit off stream and grind things. Especially with this game. This game's awesome. I don't care. Who knew? Who knew at all that this game was going to be the hit that it was? It was a sleeper game. There's literally like nothing about this game that came out. I didn't find out about this game. And one of my friends had to recommend this game to me. And as because it was just so completely under the radar. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it out. And it was free on Xbox. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it on an Xbox. And I didn't realize how to play the game strategically, so I was just kind of fumbling my way through the game until I got strategy. And I'm like, oh, this game is awesome. This game, I got 5 other people to play. I got 5 other people to play this game. You guys gotta play this game. It's great. And they all had the same mentality as me. I never heard of this game. What do you do? And thankfully, I sat there and I usually walk them through the first couple things. You do this, you do this, you do this. I don't direct. I guide. So when they asked me for whatever this is, I wasn't telling them what to do. I was there as their knowledge base. So in our collection, we still have a couple of things. We didn't unlock the triple bird here or the double guns. We have this without unlocking this. And that's probably because we've bought Sammy. Yeah, we bought Sammy. So we have the evolved weapon as opposed to the base weapon. We've gone through, I have all the DLC. So here is the portion that's the Legend of Zelda style. Here's the portion that's the Among Us cast. This is the Contra characters right here, this is the Contra characters right here. Down here is where all of the Castlevania stuff is. And when I say all the Castlevania stuff, this is not all the Castlevania stuff. I don't even know if this is half the Castlevania stuff. I haven't been successful in unlocking things. You really, really have to get the time in. I swear, I don't even think this is half the cast for the DLC, the Castlevania DLC. You can unlock. There's just a plethora of stuff waiting to be unlocked, but you have to go through all this and unlock everybody and get their evolved weapon and everything, and that takes time. We don't have we don't have all the time in the world to devote to this. But lo and behold, here I am. We are getting ready to do this. I have modified this guy, and I think he is, what's his move speed? Okay, so it's getting better. I've bought a whole bunch of eggs for this guy, and he's turning out to be a real badass. Of course, when you buy a bunch of eggs for anybody, they will turn into a badass. I've got the X-Dash Toasty and Smith 4, or Smith IV. I don't know how they want you to pronounce it. This trio is a little strange to get, and this one is, you have to uppercut a Red Reaper or like a non Red Reaper or something like that. And then this one you have to do a secret password. This one you have to do a password. All right, whatever. You can unlock them normally without the passwords. The percentage chance of it happening is very, very slim. So you're better off just using the passwords. When it comes to the base characters, I like Gennaro, and I like his second costume. I go for this costume better. I don't know why. I just do. But we are going to get some Leda action. And where should we go? We have to take a look at our unlocks. Well, actually, look, there's a whole bunch of stuff to do without. Leda. I would love to unlock the phaser. The phaser is one of my most favorite weapons. Do I even have... I should. No. Where is he? He's somewhere. Is he before the... Yeah, Space Dude. Survived 20 minutes in Space 54, which... I don't even think I have Space 54 unlocked. There it is. Yeah, let's survive 20 minutes in Space 54. And unlock Space Dude. And then get that phaser. We do not, as far as I know, actually have the relic that unlocks the map. Is there an arrow? Well, yeah, we're doing the lightning ring. We're not doing the pentagram. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Everything is right here. I don't want it all erased. Damn, I don't have any rerolls? We don't need to do that. Isn't the red book... Well, the red book is what you need for the phaser, so... Let's get the Bible. And we should probably pick up the axe. I want to get to a spot that's bigger than this. I want my 2 minutes to be spacious. It's not, it doesn't feel like it's going to happen. It feels like this is going to be just the one spot, the best spot right here. Duplicator! Yay. Working for me either. Tractor. Bible. We need the axe. Big area. Doesn't seem like it. This is relatively okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, right here. Bam. This is what we want right here. Kill them all. Kill them all. So, axe and garlic, maybe? Oh no, hordes of little things are coming at me. Well, I didn't know they could get stuck by the wall. Oh, did they all disappear? What is going on here? Damn it. Ooh. For when we get the garlic. Otherwise, I would have selected the crown. Fire! 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 I'm surprised that you have these moments where there's nothing happening. Does that seem right to you? Oh, there's another boss. Cubes. Cubes. Hello? Aren't there supposed to be hordes of things attacking? There you are. We can afford to have... Wow, absolutely nothing. What the hell is going on around here? It's a random outside. Might as well get it. We'll have the... No. Get this, and then we'll get the healing, I guess. Somehow. Like, if anything, we can level up. Where the hell is the map? I thought that would at least show up. As a relic, right? It should show up as a relic. Wow, it made it sound like surviving 20 minutes on this level is going to be some kind of feat. And I'm just standing here. Come on, give it to me! They don't care. Either that or I just leveled up my weapons so awesomely. We want... garlic. We got that. Garlic, yay. Garlic, the Bible, the holy water, ring. What? Who's hitting me? Oh, these things. Crown. I should have taken the crown a long time ago. What worked really well here would be just vent. I don't want the pentagram. We don't even have the left, right, or the rings here on this level. Might as well just get rid of this. those cubes are hard to see coming at you. Oh, I spoke too soon. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Do I have to move around or something for these things to regen? No. The axe, finally. All right. Now I need one more support weapon. Maybe I should get the bracer. I don't know. You know, I'll get the bracer. Fill up everything. Crown. That takes care of the axe. This will take care of the phaser. Well, I got it. And still no mark on where the map is for this level. Crown. Once you get the crown, always get the crown. Just each crystal is that much more level up. Oh, there we go. Track dog. Damn. That's it. Oh. Weapons, right? I feel love. I feel love. Okay, it's getting interesting now. We need the heal. Oh, see, they're not going to give us any evolutions until we're actually done. Oh, is the map here yet? No. Maybe I should have gotten the wings. I feel love. Can we sing it? Can we sing it? I feel love. I feel love. Where the hell is that thing? I hate this map like when you're right on top of something. Three evolved weapons in one chest. That's awesome. That's totally awesome. It would have been cool if it was 5, don't you think? That would probably be an awesome thing to actually have happen. Let's see. We have to wait 5 seconds. They could have given us 5. I don't want to be that guy, but they could have given us that 5 evolved weapon treasure chest. All I need to do is upgrade the axe. I already had the garlic and the phaser done. If you aren't an evolved weapon, I'm gonna, yeah. I feel Has the actual map come out yet? No. So let's start working on arcanas. No, limit breaks. Let's do our limit breaks. You bastards! The only one. Well, I got 2 unevolved weapons, and you had to give 3 selections. That was the lousiest, besides the garlic, the lousiest selection that could have ever come up. A whole bunch of evolved weapons that I could have already started. Wait, what happened? Oh. Oops. I probably could have not done that. Let's save getting some of this speed. Speed is awesome. Might is awesome. Might amount. Amount, yes. Amount me. Amount me. Pierce. Speed. Speed is good. Don't want to do unevolved weapons. Area. Speed, might, area. Might. Speed. Area. Might. Oh. I love the phasers. It's one of my more favorite weapons in this game. Until I find another one, which I may, I'll still find some good weapons in here because I haven't unlocked everything. The Contra spread is cool, and the Contra laser is really cool when they're evolved. I think this is currently at the top of my list for weapons in this game. Some of the I heard some of the Castlevania weapons are really cool. Oh, I picked it up. Did I actually pick this up? Okay. Speed, I guess. Pierce. Evolved garlic. Still not the axe. Did the frickin' relic come in yet? No. Now, let's get busy. Limit break, limit break. You know, when these things get bigger, it's really cool watching it. It's so useless to evolve area on the evolved wand. It does get bigger, but at the same time it doesn't really speed. just in time, too. Oh, there's the relic. 18 minutes. Amount. Help when they're fast. Area. How's it going, Ern? Duration. Let's get this stuff to hit harder. Amount, yes. Area. Get some nice big thick lines going across the screen. It's amazing. I remember one time I actually broke the game. And apparently it's not anything that I do, because this has been done before, especially with my friend who plays this a lot, Habdel. He has got a whole bunch of stuff unlocked. He's got all the Castlevania stuff unlocked. I want to say all the Castlevania stuff, but God, are we there yet? Zoom out. Okay, I mean, at least give us some hope. Get the thunder loop some. Well, no. When the thunder loop has massive power, forget about it. Duration. I see we're almost there. So I'm zigzagging back and forth to see how fast the arrow moves. The slower it moves, the further we're away, but the faster it moves, the closer we are. There it is. Amount, hey. Is that not the map to this level? Ooh, damn. I just got it. Wow. Is that not just the awesomest thing you've ever seen? How many things did we get on this run? 20 minutes on Space 54. We got that'll unlock the proton gun. We evolved the gun to level 7. That's at least 2. Let's see what we got. 4. Okay. Oh yeah, we got the relic there. Get the phaser to level 7. Survive 20. So we got Space Dude. Yay. And evolve the phaser. Yay. Okay, cool. And then we got the relic. So. That's a good run. That was a good run. I like that. It seemed like it wasn't going anywhere. My God, it was like there, like 3 minutes in there. We're just where are all the enemies supposed to be right now? Is there? So we've got the relic. You know what? There's no actual map relic for this because the map disappears, I guess. We didn't get all the relics in every stage, I don't think. Yeah. Bat Country still empty. Tiny Bridge is still empty. I tell you, the phaser works wonders on this level. We can get the map for Moonspell and the Among Us level. And the Tiny Bridge has the pearl, the black pearl. Bat Country. Something about Bat Country. I'm afraid to use this right now, is the thing. Because I don't necessarily want to... There's stuff that shows up, and I want to be ready for that. I don't think I even have the bat unlock. It's like kill 160,000 bats. Wow. That was a tough choice right there. Oh, you know what? I need to get some of those re-rolls unlocked. Let's go for that next. I mean, I'd rather get the re-rolls than the relics. I silently die a little inside whenever the screen is blank. I'm like, hello? We need enemies here. Oh, that didn't need to happen. Reefer! Can't say I'm regretting my decision to not have the Is it just me or does this remind you of Sonic? It's called Bat Country, but it looks like Sonic the Hedgehog levels. This'll work. Still think it looks like a butt. Other relics come out yet? didn't work. Oh, jeez. Talk about looking like a Sonic level. Isn't this part of one of the secret levels? What? What? Oh! Relics! Involved. That's like it. Anything else on this monitor? I was like, am I gonna get the Bible or the phaser? And if I can get the phaser, that's so awesome. I'll pray that I get the phaser, because I love the phaser. Scratch that, I guess. Uh-oh. Any other... No relics yet. The Thunder Ring! Okay, what are we not getting? Is there any... I don't remember what evolves the Jubilee, but... Well, is it in here somewhere? Doesn't even look like it. Maybe I actually don't have it unlocked yet. An evolved pentagram would have been great on this level. I'm not so sure that even exists. Who's the next shout out? We've gotten our rounds. I would shout out Flackintosh, but it'll be a verbal shout out because I'm rediscovering Sniper Elite with Thorfinn, and if I ever get the chance to be as confident as I can be, I will definitely challenge Flackintosh to some sniper challenges. Although when we were playing, he like kicked our ass. I think he actually jumped in on one when we were doing. Oh, how long has this gone? Without major enhancements, I've been able to successfully get, I think, at least 30,000 on one gold rush. I definitely need some chest action. I didn't know this. PS5, you can use your touchpad on the controller to control them. Wait, no. Maybe you can't. What happened there? Oh, did a relic pop up? I don't know how it did it for like a second. My apology. Oh, chest action approaches. Evolved garlic, finally. Do we need the holy water? Don't it taste like holy water? A little speed would be nice. Let's see here. Other. Wow, look at all this. Huh. Duration would be good. Still no other relic. Amount. Sexy. Wow. If I can get to 40,000, I'm gonna use that as my next cat. It's definitely not easy. Anything else? No other relics yet. I gotta be ready for, like, if there's another 18-minute mark relic. There it is. Will this bite me in the ass? Just the extra 5 seconds it took to go get that chest. I hope not. Come on! All right. What the hell? Did I do that wrong? Uh-oh. No! 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 I'm right on top of it, Rose! Why didn't it activate? Okay. 2 extra ones. Man, why the heck didn't that relic pop out? feel a little cheated. I really do. See, find the chaos malachite in Bat Country. Shrimps. Why don't I have rerolls? Because I haven't reached level 80 with these people yet. Wait, do I even have these people yet? I've got this guy. I need to reach level 80 with this guy? Unlocks 1 reroll? 2 of them. Oh lord. Both of these guys give me a reroll. And I'm not gonna spend money on that. I want none of this. Was it too much to ask? Exactly steered me wrong to get the magic wand. Pentagram, yes. I was waiting for that one. Garlic. If I could swing getting the phaser, I would do that instead of the Thunder Ring or the Bible. It's about time for that pentagram to fire. Well, this'll do it. Who's the one guy with the cart? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Get me out of here, get me out of here. Where the heck is the garlic? I need the garlic. That pentagram should fire right about now. Come on. Man, if I get the 2 minute and then the pentagram fires, I'm gonna be very upset. There. Probably lost a chest out of that, but I don't care. There we go. Garlic. I would love to get this, but I don't think it's very prudent. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh! Jeez. All that just gone. Ah, you bastards. I can't hang around in one spot long enough to get the rewards. Oh. Boo. Leveling up is really hard to do for this guy right here. That's not gonna help. Damn it! Look at that! I attracted the attract orb and it just kept going. I need the frickin' garlic right away. There's no baloney there. For this guy, he needs garlic. If it doesn't show up in the first like 1-2 weapons, there's no point in going. Because the book does not cut it. It helps, but at a low level, it sucks. No, we're not doing it. I said first 2. Nothing more. Nope. Wonder if they'll ever put online play for consoles as an option. I heard it's just, I mean, it's an idea. They're not totally saying no, but it's not easy to support. One more time. And if it doesn't happen this time, if he doesn't get the garlic in like 3 levels, we're going on to something else. Ooh, this might help. Is it that much of a feat to get the garlic? I don't think I'm asking for much. It's one weapon. Boo. I don't want to fail the phaser. Oh, damn it. You had to just do that right there, didn't you? I think that happened last time, too. I just wasn't able to recover. This is absolutely stupid. Give me the garlic or, like, you know, oh. You notice I haven't actually had the option to level up the phaser. I think they're being stupid. Like, on purpose. No garlic, no phaser upgrade. Watch. If I get the option to get garlic, there'll be a phaser right with it. Am I losing my mind? Am I losing my mind? Not one option for garlic this whole time? Seriously? Oh, you complete tool. Alright. Pentagram me. I'm not so sure the holy water is going to work well. Should have waited one more level here. Blue, green, orange, purple. How's it going, Crystal Wolf? How is life treating you? This weekend has been crazy busy, but I'm doing my due diligence. Where is the cellar? Oh, we're way south of where I need to be. I don't think the water is going to cut it. I need the red book and the heart. And the pentagram is what I'm aiming for. The heart, yay! I'm doing okay. Go back and watch the beginning of this video and I can tell you that I was just having the strangest, craziest day, and I explained it like I was focusing on one thing and then I just started focusing on another thing and then I started losing things and I couldn't just really do stuff. My mom called it a brain fart day. I would get one thing, maybe. The red book, yay. Now I can either, whatever comes up first, I can do the pentagram, which is what I'm actually shooting for, or the holy water, or the magic wand. So whatever comes up first. Oh, I hear ya. Wasn't that the day you were playing with Brycey? Phasmophobia. Well, looks like we're getting the magic wand. Oh, the Thunder Ring evolved. Yay. I'm gonna wait till that goes on a bigger sale for the PlayStation Network. Do you know... Ooh, an extra passive weapon. Cool. We're totally gonna get that. Do you know if there's crossplay on Phasmophobia? I mean, can I get it for the PS5 and join in on you people with Steam? You know, let's get some armor going, cause where is the cellar? Another. Yes, you can crossplay. Okay, cool. I'll mark that down, and when it gets to a nice sale, I'll grab it, probably. I mean, it's been in the works for a while. Brycey's been, I mean, he hasn't hounded me on getting it, but the last time I was convinced to buy a game from the Brycey Jelly Pack, it ended up nobody playing it, and I bought it, and I was just like, well, okay, that's kind of crappy. But I've seen Brycey really stick with it, so that's kind of cool. It's called Pico Park 2, but they said you really need a whole bunch of people to play it. And they can't get a whole bunch of people to play it together. I thought it was gonna be awesome, but they just really haven't they really haven't indulged that. I mean, Pico Park 2 was not a bank breaking game. It was like $8, but still, I feel kind of, I won't say burned, but I feel kind of burned. Oh crap. That treasure chest will find me. Right here. And I better get that pentagram soon. Evolved garlic. 2 books. Oh, yeah. No. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I guess I'll get the magic wand then. Holding out for something cool, and I'm not getting it. There you go. Jeez, you know, was this whole setup too much to ask? No. Not in my opinion. I've got to actually level the damn thing up while it erases all of my on-screen crystals. I'm glad you say I'm a retro gamer. I mean, this week is going to be a bit retro-y. I still want to do the board game at some point. Uh, do you not know a lot of retro gamers? Is that it? Oh, awesome. Well, I feel honored. Thank you very much. Thanks for supporting the channel. I have a lot to show, but I don't think the word gets out there that I'm such a great, awesome person. Great, awesome gamer. So last time we were here, I couldn't pick this up because, I don't know, did it fail to gen into the level or something? See, now I get it. Oh, did you have to be this guy, maybe? Four more levels and only a minute left to do it. Well, these guys, they all drop red crystals, so yeah, that'll be fine. Check it out! Enema of Mortis Might. Arrgh. And then he spins his arms, and then his arms like actually fly off. Hey, I didn't make the game. Yeah, he does. Notice both his arms are off right now, and then he gets them back. And then he's like, I'll spin him around, and then I'll just let him go. It seems kind of redundant that death comes to kill him. Finally, I unlock a reroll. Jeez. We were working at that forever and a day. But it's just one reroll. That's so not effective. Where's the next relic? Where's the next relic? Let's see. The tiny bridge. Yeah, the tiny bridge. The map for Mount Moonspell. The map for Among Us. Those are fairly easy to get because they're available at the beginning of the level. I don't want to take this guy into... I want to take this guy into the tiny bridge. Oh man, it was so hard to accomplish that because they wouldn't give me the crap that I wanted. Wow, I just used one reroll. You know, the axes are not a very good choice here. You know what? This whole thing is just bad. Bad start. Not SMH. I'm really bad on like current text. Shake my head. Okay. Yes! Oh my god, we're so working this one. I don't want to get the lightning ring or the attractor because I believe they are actually on this level already. Well, just recently I only got the "if you know, you know" acronym. I'm like, why is there this chain of random letters together? It just seems really awkward. I had to guess. Okay, sure. The axes are not very good in this level. What would have worked better, I think, would have been the knives instead of the axes. Garlic and... I don't need the magic wand. I already have it evolved. Here it is, the pear. Those ghosts look really familiar. Oh my gosh, those are the ghosts from Final Fantasy VI. Oh wow. Sacred Dragon sounds cool. Oh. You didn't know there was an acronym. If you know, you know. Yeah, it's basically IFYKY. Like, oh, okay. It's on a lot of Facebook memes. And they'll be just like the one acronym, IFKYK, and yeah, and there'll be a picture that's just a statement of something, a product of something. And if you know, you know. And it's just that one still picture tells a whole story to like a generation of people who just get it. I think the one picture I've seen was one of the pictures I've seen, I should say, is back in the 70s when every telephone was either this mustard yellow or avocado green. So they had both of them. There was one hanging up on the wall and one open to show the rotary. It's like, if you know, you know. Yeah, you know that. Wow, I didn't know I was getting. Oh, because I have the familiar forge. Okay. Ah. They're following me. Of course, I don't have it right now. Laser. Garlic and I don't know what else. Oh, they are following me. Okay, well, I don't foresee myself getting Nova Bomb. I can get probably the PVC. Let me get this first. I do need the candelabra though. See, the knife would have been really good. Look at all the crap that I cannot get. Fine, I'll just get everything right here. I don't care now, because you already screwed me over. Oh, the familiar doesn't count. Oh, okay. Well, reroll. Yeah, I was supposed to get the garlic, and that didn't happen. Ugh. I don't actually think that there's... Well, there's a union with this and the regular whip, which I don't get, so... Get another try. I didn't get the candelabra. I didn't get the garlic. Just cheated. Just cheated out of that. But I think this guy can hold his own. It's fine. Erg. So, I think this week, a lot of this week is going to be spent with the PlayStation 2. I mean, I can't guarantee, but I got it working. Since we have to continue the Canon Tuesday, we beat Brave Fencer Musashi, so we've got to play the sequel, Samurai Legend Musashi, which is on PS2. And I figure it's not really much to hook the system up and the capture card and everything, but it is something of an event. So if I have it up, I'm gonna keep it up for a while. And it's not like I don't have a lot of PlayStation 2 games. I have a lot of PlayStation 2 games. I've had streams where I just show the two 400 plus binders. The two binders that have, I think initially they have they hold 336 discs in them. It's something like minus 16. Like each page holds 8 discs, and there's about X amount of pages, and then there's posture check, hydrate. Thank you. There's a sleeve in the front cover that holds 16 discs, so I don't really count those because I don't put any discs in the front cover. I mean, it seems very breakable if they're all just like stashed in there. Hydrate, hydrate, cheers. Yeah, this might be the last run for the evening. Posture check and stretch. No, I don't do that. I'll stretch my torso. Whew. All right. Well, actually, my chiropractor appointment is tomorrow, so I'll let him do that. It's what he gets paid for. And he is the professional. He's actually a really good guy. Yeah. I can see where he can, like, look at me and just see, you know, your 5 minutes of my time, but he seems very personal, so. Ooh, that does not sound healthy. This point I don't care pretty much. Are you supposed to go this way? Because I thought there was a boss on this level, and it's like it's all the way to the left or something. Or is it all the way to the right? I'm not so sure. Evolved, Thundering, evolved, and they couldn't give me an evolved phaser? Fine. Maybe we should do one Castlevania level. I don't know. Choo, choo, choo. Love the thunder ring. Wrap right around. Really? Not an involved phaser. Ooh. May it go well. So many of these people, they can't even fit on the bridge. Speed, area, speed, area. We get them nice and thick. Nobody will come through that. Good, you're relaxed. Area, might. if everything's coming at me from just this little narrow passageway, I'm not going to need speed. I'm going to need power. It's finally the evolved phaser. I feel love. Pierce is good. Area, yeah. Took a nap on the couch. Oh, stiffen your butt, yeah. Well, I don't think I'll play much more after this, which is only another 40 seconds, give or take, leveling up. I thought about playing a Castlevania level, but it was more about getting the relics. I don't know about falling asleep to just violent things. This is for violence, you know. It's like a Zen thing. You can just kind of tune out a bit. There's a lot of repetitive things going on. Find the Chaos Ultimana in the tiny bridge, and that actually unlocks something else. Unlocks. So, what have we done? Finally got Cosmo. That was a pain in the butt. Oh, did I not buy Space Dude? I have to buy Space Dude. What's his thing? May occasionally activate all weapons twice depending on cooldown. Sure. I still have to level this guy up to level 80. So this guy, he levels up to level 80. That was his relic that we just got. And then what else? I don't know that we have all of the stages unlocked. But besides these two maps, which are actually very easy to get because they're on the level right away, you could just go grab them. And then the rest of this. So we need to defeat dragon shrimps because I want to get the dog unlocked so that we can get the secret. What is this? Be a good boy in this stage. The bones. I haven't gotten the bone zone flowers. The Ring of Rings is in Bat Country. This is in the Astral Stair. These are fairly simple to get as far as I know. The Royal Shadow. You just keep opening doors. You get it. Discover the source of the roaring thunder on the tiny bridge. See, that's what I thought we were going towards. Forsake victory and freedom. That's actually kind of easy. You have to just go in the opposite direction for like 3 seconds. So we need to defeat 3,000 dragon shrimps. I love the dragon shrimps. They're just so funny. To me, they're so funny. One of the cool games I ever grew up with was Vanguard. And unfortunately, I rather sucked at the arcade version of Vanguard. But I kicked ass on the Atari version of Vanguard. I kicked a lot of ass on Vanguard for the Atari. And I loved the shrimp level. It was my favorite thing because you could just knock those guys out. Well, part of the funny thing was like those shrimps that kept falling down would grab onto your ship and sort of like mate with it. It's the only way I could describe it. Dragon shrimp. It's an enemy in here. I'm trying to look up the entry. I don't think it's this far down. This is all the Castlevania stuff. Dragon shrimp. Dragon shrimp right here. Bam. But yeah, Vanguard. Let's see how many. Oh, we've got 800. We've got less than 800 dragon shrimp to defeat before we get the unlock to unlock the doggy. I can't wait. That'll be so awesome. And then I can go and get the extra secret on the stage. Okay. But yeah, Vanguard for the Atari. Great game. And you wouldn't think that there would be a huge difference other than graphically in terms of the Atari versus an arcade machine, but yeah, they played quite a bit differently. I mean, the stages were actually built the same they were structured the same. They had the same flow. You were always going from one side of the screen to the other at the beginning. You had the same enemies at the beginning, and then the next phase would go, and then you'd have different enemies in the same stage, and then you'd turn vertical instead of horizontal, and then you'd go up, and then you would fight. Actually, you know what? It wasn't up right away. It was diagonally, and all these balls would come flying at you, and you had to use your guns everywhere. I picked the setting where you didn't have to press the button in order to fire. So I'd just be sitting there rotating the stick like fire, 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 fire. So it was like diagonal down maybe. was like forward, diagonal, and then forward again, and that was the stalagmite stage where they had like just there was no super energy you could get, but like walls everywhere were pretty close, and you'd fight the same enemies you did in the first stage. And then you get like another diagonal, and then there was at some point there was this maze where you pick like a top and or bottom pathway, and there was all these gates that would open and close, and you could shoot through some of the walls. That was some of the fun things you could do. I think that was a vertical stage. And then you get to this point where it's just nothing but a vertical column. And I loved the sounds that it made when you hit everything. When everything exploded when you hit it. So they sent so many of these like dragon shrimps from Vanguard. They sent so many down at your ship, and you would just be. It was fun. Maybe one day I'll play it. Actually, you know what? Is it? Let's see. This will be the Easter egg. Oops. 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 I didn't mean to do that. I don't know if it's actually in here. Mr. Penguin, how you doing? I'm just wrapping things up, but glad you stopped on by. Bam, there's your shout out. Let's see, there was the game library, and I think in the reimagined. So you have the arcade version of. No, I don't see Vanguard on here. Let's see. It's surprising it's not on here. Solaris, one of my very favorite games on the 2600 was Solaris. This game was so deep. You didn't think Atari had the capability of having deep games, but this game was not just a simple one screen repeat. This game had some depth to it. If you ever get the chance to play it, you should play it. What collection is this? Well, this is the first version that was released. The Atari 50 Anniversary Celebration Collection on the PS5. And it has a collection of Atari games throughout the ages. So you had your section of like arcade games, and this is the 2600 library. It's got some 5200, 7800, and it even has some Jaguar and Lynx games on it. Now there was an update to it. You could just buy the DLC if you have the original, but I like my physical copy stuff, so I got the Atari 50 Anniversary Collection Expanded Edition, and this has you can see like this game right here. You need to buy as DLC. It's already available here. Warlords. Yeah, I don't see Vanguard on here anywhere. Can you believe it? That just just I just kind of frost my cookies. The old Genesis collection for 360. Okay. We're going to have a small little section on we're going to school you a little bit on the section, but did I have no picture of Solaris up when I was talking about it? Okay, this is Solaris. This is the deep game right here. I don't see. Also, Solar Fox was also a great game to have, but the Atari 50 collection is actually a really great buy. I think because I mean I still have my Atari, but for the amount of stuff that is on here, you look at. So you also have, if you take a look, it has these timelines where you just get little snippets of information, and then they have things like these videos here where you have a video and it's talking about history, and you have these interviews with the people who are involved with Atari. How many games are on it? There are a lot of games on it. I haven't actually counted it, but this story of the legend of the broken Pong machine is actually really funny and enlightening. It was a mark of how successful they were doing it. So I guess if I sort by base games. Starting so from here, 1, 2, 3, just I mean you go all the way through it has all these games on here, and this is the enhanced. Okay, so from the beginning to right about here is all the games you get on the base game, and that's a lot. And I think that with the addition of Lynx games and the Jaguar games, especially the Jaguar games, the Jaguar unfortunately disappeared into obscurity. And like I'm ever so grateful that I had the opportunity to buy one from someone who was very, very generous on eBay, and I got like a whole bunch of games with it. I got the CD attachment to it. I was very, very fortunate to have that. So, let me tell you, when it comes to compilations, and you're talking about the old Genesis collection for your 360, you're missing out on a whole bunch of stuff. The PlayStation is not without its compilations. Let's see. The PlayStation also has on PS4. You have the Sega Genesis collection. The Jaguar. Oh well, let's take a look at the Jaguar then. Atari made so across the top is the titles of the systems that Atari made, and I'm gonna put it on here. See, this is they had arcade games. Reimagined is specific to just this collection, but arcade games, I mean, they started out in the arcade business, and then they developed a home system, the 2600. The next home system was the 5200, the 7800. The 800 was actually a series of computers. They did computers in gaming and actual home computers. So it wasn't just gaming, it was data processing and stuff. The Jaguar was their attempt at a new sort of level of playing. I believe it came out. See, this is 1994 and 95, so it was hitting the market at the same time as the PS1. It could not really hold its own, but the Jaguar sort of hopped onto the, I want to say, notion of having two processors. The Neo Geo really brought that into the scene with having a multi-processor unit, but the Jaguar kind of made it famous. Now the Atari Lynx is a handheld system. If you want to take a look at the actual pictures, this is the first version of the Atari Lynx as a handheld console. Then they did they did version 2 somewhere. Lynx
There
was
were so many things
was
near
a
the end
handheld
of,
console that
my early
was
days
in
with Atari
color,
that I wished, like everything.
and it sort of it broke a lot of boundaries, because at the time it didn't. I don't know if it had the Game Gear to compete with, but the Game Boy, they thought they were going to take the Game Boy out of business because we got color, and the Link system was actually interesting because there were some games that you flip it vertically and you play it vertically. That's why there are 2 sets of buttons there. But this is the version 2 of the Atari Lynx. I have this in a modified version. I've got a nice backlight and a nice LCD screen upgrade. This is the Jaguar. This is the home console system that was released. It looks kind of funky, but it makes sense when you see that they developed it with the CD-ROM drive attachment in mind. So originally it was just this base system, but I guess they always had the intention of releasing the CD-ROM unit. The slot right there you see at the top is for the cartridges that went in, because it was a cartridge-based system at the time. Then the CD unit came out. So what happened was it sat on top of the Jaguar, and it had a slot pass-through so you could still play your cartridges without having to remove the CD attachment. Now this system, people called it the toilet because it looked like a commode or something. I could run upstairs and grab my Atari Jaguar, but I'm going to tell you that we're gonna save it for another day. And I can show you that. This is why you watch me. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hi, Sadie. Sadie wants love. Let's see. You know what? Well, also when it comes to compilations, the PlayStation 4 is not. The Jaguar hit the scene, then kind of died. It didn't hold its own. This was one of the versions of the controller. Originally, the controller only had 3 buttons, and then they released the Pro controller that had the 6 buttons on the top. So the 3 buttons would be the C, B, and A button, the round red buttons, the bigger round red buttons. They still had the number pad with some. The games came with a cover on the number pad, and you'd press those for like up, down, left, right, or certain things. Doom came out on the Jaguar, and that's a funny story. You should ask Professor Bloom VTuber on that. Then they released the Pro controller with the shoulder buttons. I think the shoulder buttons, and then the extra X, Y, and Z buttons. The controller is about it looks as big as that. It's not a thumb controller, it's a whole hand thing. And so they had this idea for VR that never really took off. It was never. This is the co-processors that they had. They called them Tom and Jerry. So usually whenever I do Atari Jaguar streams, I'll put on my Tom and Jerry shirt just for that. And the Jaguars end in 1996. So what does it say? It was like only 3 years or something that it hit the market, which is kind of sad. Doom has a console port besides the 32X. Doom has a console port besides the 32X. It does. I don't know if they included it on here, but they did not. Unfortunately, the Doom port of, or sorry, the Jaguar port of Doom was not very pretty. Oh, well, okay. Professor Bloom has the whole story on it, but there was somebody who was given the task to port Doom onto the Jaguar, and they had like 10 days to do it. Some unrealistic goal, and it ended up not translating very well. I'm pretty sure you could find a lot of information. The advertisements for the game said you can run this, X fast, blah blah blah, but it only happened when you reduce the screen size to about a credit card. The playable screen would be the size of a credit card on your whole big TV. So it's not really a surprise. I feel they kind of cheated. You will also notice that in the 2600, you probably don't know this. On the 2600, you will not find a copy of E.T., which is the game that brought about the 1983 video game crash. Very, very infamous. There's the whole big story just equates to Atari wanted to capitalize on the license of E.T. E.T. was really big at the time, and they thought they could just cash in quick, so they released a game, which I happen to like. I'm sorry if you're in an ad right now. So yeah, E.T. is not part of this collection, but I really liked the game. I don't care that it seemed too difficult. Oh, hi, how you doing? They don't have it on here. They don't have Doom on here. They don't have E.T. on here. The 2600 port of E.T. It was big in the movies. They thought they could cash in on it. They released a game, and it didn't live up to everybody's expectations. It was the whole short story. But the thing was, they mass produced this game thinking that they could sell the game based on the fact that the movie was so completely successful, and it ended up backfiring so much. There was so much oversaturation where everybody sort of believed that the video game market, the home console market, was just gonna die. They still had so much of the product of E.T. left that they decided to bury it in a landfill in Alamogordo, New Mexico, which, if you look online, you will find that there's a documentary on someone who actually got permission to get a crew and dig up through concrete the burial site, where all these things, and you see the crew workers holding up these boxes, the actual cartridge boxes for E.T. It's just like, oh my god. Yeah, so the video game market crashed hard, and I don't think it was really the fault. I think it was somebody's idea that really failed everybody. I can't blame the programmers of the game. I don't think they wanted to see video games fail. initially. But Nintendo came along and sort of rescued everything out of the fire and just kind of said, if you get this Atari 50 game, I believe you will find, let's see, Trouble in Paradise. The game was started in 1983, but there is no games to play. Oh, here it is, right here. The Alamogordo Burial. So this is the landfill that they had. And I believe there is also a small... Okay, there's a video here showcasing the crash, the video game crash.
When you have a tragedy, and I do believe that
I really don't fault the people here who worked at the company really hard. I think it was some, head person that said, oh, this is going to be a great idea. Everybody make it happen. And some leaders just don't realize it takes more than that. Some leaders just see the bottom line is the dollar. And when the dollars go up, then that equates to success. And when the dollars go down, that's everybody else's fault. Just so if you like, I think the game's available digitally on the PlayStation Network. So you don't have to go to the store, but you know what? This is what I do. On a regular basis, I add things to my wish list on the PlayStation Network, and I just wait until they go on sale because usually they always do. There's only been one game I've ever found that has never gone on sale. It was a game called Echo for the PlayStation 4, available only digitally, and I happened to like the game, but at a certain point it got a little too hard, too fast. So, yes, this is this is the base game. There's also this game, this physical copy that has the base game and all the DLC on it. So I think you could probably find this, maybe even on Amazon, pretty cheap. They're equatable, but yeah. Don't be sad that you're a physical guy. I'm a physical. I don't have to tell you. Not to be confused. Unfortunately, the Atari 50 collection does not have work that they've recently done, and this is the part of the Recharged collection. And what they did was they reimagined, and this comes out currently. It's out in 4 volumes. PS5, 4 games. This is 1 and 2, and this is 3 and 4, and it has these are the Recharged games, so each one of them has something. So the first collection has Asteroids Breakout, and then you've got Black Widow, Centipede, and these are actually really cool games. Caverns of Mars, Yar's Revenge, Gravatar, Missile Command, Recharged. There's only one game that I wish they threw in somewhere, was the Qbert Rebooted. Available on PS4, I think currently only digitally. But if you want to take a look, out of all those, do you remember what would you like to see really quick? Like Centipede or Yar's Revenge or Asteroids? asteroids? Okay. So we're going to go to my game library here and take a look. And we've got asteroids recharged here. This is what it looks like. I did not know about the physical copies before I got the digital copies because I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And Centipede Recharged is built very much the same. You've got a whole another level of graphics design. So this is like a sample gameplay, a demo just playing in the background. And in Centipede, it's sort of built off the same way. You have your arcade mode, you have your challenges mode, which is like very, very specific tasks to do. And some of them are so hard. I haven't done nearly all the Black Widow tasks. It's rough. Trophy list settings, you can modify things. Now when you play, you've got your single player and co-op mode for arcade and challenges. You also have in the arcade, you can select Recharged, which is 1 life with all the power-ups. You can use Classic, which is 3 lives and no power-ups. And then the Classic Recharged is 3 lives and power-ups. And the power-ups are kind of what you see in the background. They shoot special bullets. Otherwise, if you're playing Classic, no power-ups is just you shooting a laser, shoot, 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 bang, bang, bang. Recharged, you've got the special weapons that shoot out. If you defeat... Hey, Sadie, I'm not ignoring you. Occasionally... Hi, sweetie. I see you. So these ships will come into the screen, and now, so like, bullet trail, so you've got special powers. I've already killed like another pink ship. I've got rapid fire, and the border around the screen is how long you have. I don't know. It depends. There are some parts of it that are really tough. But with the addition of these power-ups, you're really sort of changing the game a little bit more than just here's the 7-shot spread. It's the 7 is nice, but it doesn't go as far as I want it to. Sometimes you'll get the 3-shot spread. Oh, man. The 3-shot spread goes all the way across the screen. And just because you're so cool. Contra Operation Galuga, great game. I love it. If you loved original Contra, you'll love this game. But not what we're doing. Here's Centipede Recharged. And yes, it's built very similar. You've got your single player Recharge, Classic Recharge. You got your challenges, which are specific tasks. But if you play... I would have loved for them to actually just use the thumb pad to control the character instead. Because we had the trackball Centipede. Sometimes the thumbstick is a little either too sensitive or not sensitive enough to get your ship where you want to go. But, see, the spiders are what gives you your special powers. So you have explosive bullets now. When that releases, when it hits something, it explodes. The scorpion likes the poison mushrooms, which causes that. Oh, 2 power-ups on the same one. That's not cool. Explosive bullets are great for crowd control and mushroom control if you gotta Each mushroom takes about 4 hits. So if you have a poison mushroom, you really want to get it on there, right? 7-shot spread for the burst is like the 7-shot spread, basically. The Sadie, don't be all salty. In the challenge mode, you have stuff like this, and it explains to you what your challenge is. Kill 100 scorpions. They don't just throw scorpions. Kill, destroy mushrooms. Okay, let's destroy mushrooms. You would think it'd be, but you cannot shoot past the rocks. So what do you have to do? You have to get a power-up that allows you to get the mirror. So at the top, there's a mirror shooter. That's how you destroy the mushroom. Oh my gosh, really? That's such an interesting. You gotta aim for the spiders, keep going, and you only have one chance to do it. So, yes. The Atari 50 collection is not the same as the Recharge collection. Don't get them confused. The Atari 50 collection is probably what you'd want to get all the classic stuff, and it's cool. The Atari 50 collection also does not have Pac-Man, which is one of the very, very lowest rated games of the Atari 2600 and many other system libraries. The version of Pac-Man that was released for the 2600 was not well received. And don't feel bad that it's not in the collection, because a lot of people didn't like it anyway. It's not just popular opinion. I think, honestly, I'm a little mad that E.T. and Pac-Man are not on these collections, because, to pretend your failures didn't happen is to not learn from them. You own up to it, okay? Put E.T. Give us a DLC of E.T. and Pac-Man. Just do it, and let people form their own opinion. Indiana Jones did not. I don't think I saw the Indiana Jones game on there. The Indiana Jones game was one of the strangest and yet kind of innovative games that was going on. You had to use the Player 2 controller, I think, to do a lot of stuff. Hey, Sadie, she's got her rope. She's got her rope. Sadie's got her rope. She wants attention. She really wants love right now. That's part of her, like, I have to go to the bathroom. Hi, Sadie. Get that rope. Get that rope. What was that vid on the Doom one? I don't know what the vid on the Doom one. Doom on the Atari Jaguar. Doom on the Atari Jaguar. I don't think they had a video on it on the collection. Yeah, Doom was not part of the. See, again, they're just sort of quietly not acknowledging that they sort of made mistakes. So throw Doom for the Jaguar on there, which. Yeah. Was it the Jaguar or the 3DO? I could be completely wrong. Maybe it was the 3DO version of Doom that was not well received. I'm sure Professor Bloom would shoot me in the head or something with an SSG, a super shotgun from Doom, because I got him wrong. Sadie Spotlight? Okay. I'm going to have to refund your points, because I think she actually really needs to go to the bathroom. Let me let her out, and then when I bring her back in, we'll give her more of attention. Well, I'll bring her back, but if you like video game history, I think I can shout him out. Whenever Professor Bloom streams, he's always got lessons in video game history to talk about. He, I think I'm pretty sure I'm older than he is, but he and I have very similar passions when it comes to gaming and retro stuff and current stuff. Well, I'm more of I think I have more current stuff than he does, but we're like that. I'm pretty sure one of these days we're gonna go to TwitchCon and just run into each other. Be like, hey man, how you doing? So for compilations, it's not just limited to video game systems, Castlevania. Like it's also a franchise collection, so you can get Castlevania. There's a couple of Castlevania compilations on the PS4. This is the compilation that has all the Game Boy Advance games on it. There's a compilation out there currently called the Dominus Collection, and that has the Nintendo DS Castlevania games on it. Let's see, what other compilations? I have a bit. Just can't figure out some of these older stuff. Yes, the Game Boy Advance collection for Castlevania games. This one, let's see. This one is A Boy and His Blob, and I believe it has the Nintendo and Game Boy versions of A Boy and His Blob and Rescue and Blobette. I had mentioned Contra, Operation Galuga. If you like the old style Contra, I personally like Operation Galuga. It's a very nice upgrade. It's not just the old levels in a 3D environment. It's a whole new story. But it feels really, really classic. However, if you're ever in the mood for getting some of that classic stuff happening, take a look at the Contra Anniversary Collection on the PlayStation. Now, a lot of these are from limited run prints, pressed on disc. Usually they're only available digitally anyway. If you go to eBay, you can probably find a lot of people selling these. But the Contra Anniversary Collection has the NES Contra, the Super Nintendo Contra. You can see like the list of games. Operation C was part of the Game Boy Advance. The Contra 3 Alien Wars was the Super NES game, Super C, and different region games. So it's called Pro Protector in the European regions. It depends on the games. Usually the demand increases as the game selection is more coveted. The Contra and the Castlevania, you probably find relatively good prices on them. Just sort of current market prices, $30. You know, if it's anything more than $50, I wouldn't buy it. I think that's eBay sellers trying to get their cash in. Limited Run is a great company, but I don't think they've put in safeguards where people will buy 20 copies of a game and then they'll sell 19 to pay for their own. It's just kind of how they do it. So yeah, you've got system compilations, you've got franchise compilations. You're not usually without a good a good grouping of stuff. Contra and Castlevania are I think the most. Is there any NES collections besides the Switch ones? The way the Switch has it, if you're talking about the Nintendo Online, where you have like virtual console stuff, the Game Boy, the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo stuff. I don't know that any other system. I don't know that any other system has that. Really. Not like just an interface and then, pick your game kind of thing. I've actually been considering upgrading to the expansion pass to look at the Nintendo 64 games, but unfortunately I have all the Nintendo 64 games I want, so it seems kind of redundant. They do Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, and the Sega Genesis. But like I have all the games that I want for all those systems, so why bother? I think it's probably just for some of the stuff that you can't really get cheap nowadays. You find Earthbound on the SNES for the Nintendo Switch, and that's just your membership fee, whereas like an actual copy of Earthbound could be $400. Ooh, here's Sadie. I just have her in this position right here. For the Wii U, there isn't, I don't think there's a real collection for the Wii U. The Wii U released a game called NES Remix. Unfortunately, that game is built a lot like WarioWare, where you have micro games. You play them for about 3 seconds, and there's a specific just survive or reach or kill everything on the screen or something like that. And it could be Mario in the Legend of Zelda map where he has to throw a fireball and kill an Octorok or something like that. So it's kind of gimmicky, but it's not bad. Don't get the game thinking that you're getting a compilation and remix of the complete games. That's not what that is. It would be kind of cool. You take Mario sprites and put them in Zelda, or Link sprites, put them on the Mario adventure kind of thing. But that's not what that is. It's not whole games. It's just shoot for 3 seconds, don't die. Sadie. Who's that? You wanna treat? You wanna go upstairs? Yeah, she really needed to go outside. And now she's just like she's ready for bed. She is. She was just playing with her rope, telling me like, "Hey, look at me. Hey, look at me." And that was just a plea to go outside. And now she's just all tired. Oh, Sadie. Oh, Sadie. What else? Oh, the Mega Man collections. Duh. The Marvel Capcom Fighting Collection that has wonderful arcade versions of these games on it. The PlayStation 4 Mega Man library is amazing. The Legacy Collections 1 and 2 carry the basic games, like 1 to, I think, 10. Oh, yeah. This is 1 through 6 on the Nintendo, and then 7, 8, 9, 10. A lot of these came out on PlayStation and other things. Mega Man 11. Let's see. I think this is a collection of the games that came out on Game Boy Advance, along with this one. These are SNES games. It's all the X series games. And then the Battle Network Legacy Collection, also another great one, but unfortunately infuriates the hell out of me. There's actually one game on here, or there's one game missing out of this whole collection. It's called Battle Challenge, I think. But this is like the Rockman EXE games for the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, there was one game. They just didn't put it on here for some stupid strange. They didn't do it to infuriate people like me. If you say the Batman, I will cry. That's a. Oh. I read Batman. We were talking about compilations, so I went to the video games in my head, like the Nintendo video games of Batman, and I'm like, how does Crystal Wolf equate Mr. Penguin with the Batman video games? And then okay, Penguin, I get it now. if there's one thing you'll ever learn about me is sometimes the most subtle jokes will just go right over my head. That's one of my weaknesses in life. I just don't get it sometimes. I really don't. People will say a joke to me and I'll just be like, huh? Because I'm too logical sometimes. I just, what? I didn't quite get that. So, Mr. Penguin, be happy that I didn't actually. That was never the first thing, or even the fifth thing that came to mind. I did no. Batman? What? Just because he's no? Didn't even come up in the brain. If you like Doom, PS4 has the Doom Slayers collection. It has, what does it say? Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, and Doom 2016. So if you like Doom, don't forget there was also a Doom 64. Doom Eternal that I don't think Professor Bloom likes too much. There have been long conversations about that. Doom in VR. I tell you, I played this game, and for some reason, the control schemes with the motion controllers is the worst I've ever used, but it also supports the aim controllers, which I also have. And the aim controllers are the best for this game because you have more. I don't know why there's more buttons on a like two move controllers than just one aim controller, but the aim controller allows for better movement in this game. It's amazing. Shady, pooter dimlet. Oh. Oh, there she goes. These are the Psykill collections for PS4. Very, very arcade style games. Published by Limited Run. If you like physical games, be very well familiar with limitedrungames.com, I think it is. Unfortunately, whatever's been pressed is usually unavailable. They sell out, or they do it once. The thing is, they do it once, maybe twice, in a whole big bulk lot, and they pre-sell months in advance before they ever start printing the game. And once they sell it, they sell it. So if you start now, you get the games you probably want later. Like for me, the Dominus collection, I only have it digitally right now, but I pre-ordered it after I bought it online. After I bought the digital copy, I didn't know that Limited Run was pressing them, so I did order. It's just like I gotta have the whole thing together. That's not gonna happen. Is the Doom collection pretty good? I think it is. If you're a Doom fan, they're ports of the game. So if you like the original game, it's the same games. It's just kind of, you're not using, if you've played them on the PC, you're not using a mouse. You probably could use a mouse. I don't know. It still supports network play, I guess, if they don't take the servers down. So it supports up to 12 network players. Online play optional. DualShock 4. So I'm not sure exactly if it supports mouse, but it's not going to be the same experience if you've only played them on PC. You don't use a keyboard and mouse setup. Aliens versus Predators. Oh, the Atari Jaguar version of Alien versus Predators has been highly praised, but it was highly praised at the time. It's kind of rough to play it right now, but yeah, it's quite a bit rough to play it right now. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Sadie. Oh my gosh, she's just here. She exists just to be on me right now. I tell you, she knows when this camera's on. Okay, Sadie, are you ready? Come on, get up. Are you ready? Okay. Are you ready? Am I off tomorrow? The only thing I have tomorrow is a chiropractor appointment in the afternoon. So most likely what will happen is I will get through the day, get through my appointment, finish my required chores because it's trash night, and log in. February Madness. I'm streaming every day in February. That's how I do it. Normally I'm only streaming Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so but yeah, February is a short month. I am streaming every day. and I tell you, sometimes this is about the third year I've done this. Sometimes we get to the last week of the month, and you can tell, even though I've enjoyed the experience, it's a little bit it's a little bit draining. But like you, my opinion is I'm gaming anyway, so I might as well share the experience with everybody. You go get your capture card. You start doing this stuff. And don't do it for anybody else but you. And don't think you're going to be a success overnight. This is like year 4. And I've only made $70 total. But you know what? It's $70 I would not have gotten if I didn't stream it. But for 4 years, that's pretty horrible. Okay, let's see. What's going on in the world? Yes, I will have to conclude here very shortly. Let's head up to Minerva. Just needed the inspiration. Okay. Well, I can be your Obi-Wan until you get your feet off the ground. Then you're just gonna have to run with it however you want to do it. Because I don't have all the answers. I asked a lot of people when I first started streaming, like, what do I do? What do I do? And nobody really wanted to tell me anything because the experience is really customized. You can't expect to be an overnight sensation. So you do what you put in, and you take away basically what you want out of it. But if anybody asks me, I'll be giving a little bit more direct answers. But you can't necessarily blame me for failure or success, because again, it's still who is going to come into your channel and watch you? It's left up. People will come for the games. They'll see you're streaming a certain game. People will come for the games. They'll stay on your channel for you. So oh my gosh, thank you very much. 100 bits. 100, is that 100 bits? Okay. You're actually my first contributor. To be honest, I'm not really sure how the bit system works. Cuz I've never given bits. I've never received bits before, so I'll have to research what I'm able to do with this and see what happens. So I'm going to set up a raid and conclude the evening. Everybody catch me tomorrow. On Tuesdays, we're going to still do the canon streams, and we're going to still do the Musashi series, and we're going to start Samurai Legend Musashi that was on the PS2. Otherwise, tomorrow, I don't know yet. I might just have a whole PS2 week. The versatility of it. We'll see. I still really want to jump in on a VR game. So maybe that might happen tomorrow. I'm not really sure. So every $100 is like $250. I think awesome. $250. $72.50. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, are we ready to hit Minerva? Minerva is doing some Hades, isometric style Diablo, but very cartoony animations, and follows the Greek mythology lore. So if you like Hades, the game, it's right here. Oh, maybe I have it for PS5. Right. Hades. PS4 and PS5. Yeah, if you like it, stick around. Watch Minerva. Everybody take care. I'll see you tomorrow. February Madness continues. Have a great night. Thank you so much for your support. I'm feeling all giddy now. I won't be able to sleep for about half an hour yet. So I'll see you all tomorrow, everybody. Take care. Have a great night. Game on.